Hey guys, it's me, post cardio, post breakfast. Now, time to cook. So for the day, usually I do cooking each day, whether it's some protein, some carbs. This is what my fridge looks like right now. I got sparkling water, veggies, sweet potatoes, of course, the necessary hot sauces. These things are important. What I wanted to talk to you guys today about is how I cook my chicken. So the protein in there that I had no chicken. So I had turkey breast, I had salmon, I had cod. Chicken breasts, I like to do a little bit differently. I like to get them in these bags. This is a natural chicken breast, so it's no antibiotics, no added hormones, cage-free. And I don't get crazy on that stuff, but what I like to do is before I ever start cooking them, they come in these packages. And what I do is if you have a rolling pin or just your hand, kind of flatten them out. Because when you cook them on a grill, because chicken breast is not shaped evenly, you usually have to cook. One end ends up more done, the other end's, super, raw in the middle, and one end's burnt. So the way you kind of combat that is by making each one kind of even. So what I like to do is have about each chicken breast about 3/4 of an inch, and that's you get that. You can, like I said, rolling pin. You don't want to pound them out too much because then they lose all their moisture. And ain't nobody like dry chicken. And what I realized is cooking on the grill tastes good, but a lot of times I overcook things. So I got my grill warming up right now. It's on high. I've just done the evening out of this chicken. Next up, we're gonna do my secret tip. So, you guys ready? I should probably do an actual Soldier Nation video on this because nobody likes overdone chicken and nobody likes eating the same foods every day if they taste bad. So this, my friends, is a way to make the chicken keep it moist. And what happens, it actually changes the way the protein's formed. When you overcook it squeezes all the moisture out. Anyhow, what we're doing here is we're actually brining. So using 1/4 cup of Morton salt, table salt, or a 1/2 cup of kosher like rock salt per quart. So a quart is 4 cups. So I mix, it's kind of like a math problem here. I mix, because I'm using table salt, 1/4 a cup per quart of water. And then I just soak my chicken in there at least for 30 minutes, usually while the grill's warming up. What that's gonna do, I don't know if it's osmosis, don't quote me on the science, I'm sure you can look it up, but it's gonna force water in there, it's gonna keep water in there. It's gonna make for delicious moist tasting chicken breast. So if you're always wondering why, you go someplace and you have better, their chicken breast is better. I know, I meal prep companies, I'm like, their chicken breast is awesome. This is probably what they're doing. And it'll pretty much change your life. So you can thank me later. So I got my bowl here of water, got my salt, got my chicken. About to put the salt in the water and then soak my chicken for a half hour. So while my chicken is soaking in the brine water, I'm gonna be cooking some jasmine rice. I just love the way jasmine rice is the way it tastes, the way it fluffs up. What I do is I always use a little bit more water. I'm not talking a lot, just a little bit more water. So I think this calls for 1 cup of uncooked rice that you start off with, you use 1.5 cups water. So you put the water in, you boil it, then you put the 1 cup of rice in. I usually, if it calls for 1/2 cup, I would do like 1 3/4 cup. And then as it's starting to cool down a little bit, I add just a little bit more water and let it fluff up even more. If you're counting calories, you want the most bang for your buck. So the more volume in our chicken. So we're gonna have a lot more moisture in our chicken. We're gonna have a lot more moisture in our rice. It's gonna make you feel like you're eating more. Just a little tip from Steve Cook. What? So our chicken has been in the brine solution, which was about 6% salt, for the last half hour. Now I'm seasoning it. So I've drained the chicken, put it on some tin foil, spraying it with some Pam. And you could use olive oil. I'm just using Pam. It's Pam olive oil. And then mesquite for the seasoning, and then coarse pepper and some sea salt. The reason I spray it is because I don't want it to stick to the grill. Also, the grill's been heating up. It's about medium heat right now, about 400, 425 degrees. You know, you don't need to put chicken breast, and you can see, you know, it's pretty even. You know, obviously it's not gonna be perfect, but it's pretty even. We're gonna throw it on that grill after we spray it and season it. Shouldn't take too long. 7 minutes, maybe a side, maybe even less than that. You gotta watch it. So I'm gonna go ahead and season my chicken and then throw it on. I forgot to show you guys when I put it on the grill. It was about 425 degrees, like I said, and I leave it on for about 7 minutes aside. And you don't want that, you know, you just want it to get golden brown. So 2 sides of the grill is, you know, pretty medium heat, and the other side's low heat. And once I realize it starts getting too burnt, maybe I'll move a smaller piece over. But the bigger, the hotter portion of the grill is towards the top. So the little bit fatter pieces I angle towards the top. Oh, can you guys smell that? I love it. Got my fluffy rice right there. Yeah, it's time to grub. I'm gonna put a little bit of Frank's Red Hot, because Frank's Red Hot goes with everything. Hey, so product deal right there. Frank's Red Hot. Come on, wing sauce. I love it. Asparagus. Time to grub. So that's me cooking the perfect chicken. The brine is the key. You gotta soak it in salt water for about a half hour. Just locks that moisture in it. You want to cook it till the juices run clear. Don't worry about overcooking it. Take it off. You know, I poke it once the juices looks like it's running clear. I then take it off because it's still going to continue to cook even after you take it off the grill. Now it's just time to portion it out on the food scale and then eat it.